I think I was in 4th grade, maybe 5th. I know I was in elementary school, and I was on a track team. We weren't that good, but compared to a bunch of other 4th or 5th graders, I guess we were good enough to make it to a meet at UCLA. I thought I'd arrived. Like I get to run on a college track as an elementary school kid. This is amazing. Well, I was on a relay team, and it was the 4x100 relay. Now, the key in a relay is to pass the baton correctly. And we'd done that well throughout the season to the point of making it to this kind of final meet. But at that final meet, it all fell apart. And if anything's going to go wrong in a relay, it happens during the passing of the baton. It happened to us. And the passing didn't occur right. And the baton hit the ground, hit the track, which it's never supposed to, bounced outside of the passing zone. And by the time the next runner picked it up and took off, we were already out of the running. We'd been disqualified. To me, again, the thought of that devastated me as a kid. But more devastating than that is what I've sensed when a baton is being passed from missionary to member, because that baton is not a cold piece of metal. It's a living, breathing convert to the church. On my own mission, boy, do you embrace that baton with love. You never even think about passing it on. You want to pour your heart and soul into this convert, and you do, but then you get transferred. And you hold on to them in your heart. Hopefully we keep in touch with them as best we can. But now they're in the hands of members, and members typically never knew them as well as the missionaries did, at least not at the first. And I worry that our challenges in the church with convert retention happen because we didn't pass the baton very well. That's partly on missionaries and things they need to do a little bit better, but it is hugely on us as members. And what are we doing to receive the baton? That word appears in section 92. Usually when I've seen section 92 taught, there's a different phrase that becomes the focus. It's a phrase from verse 2 that's really important. But I don't want to even get to verse 2 without reading verse 1 first. Maybe they're in that order for a reason. But notice what the Lord says. Verily, thus saith the Lord, I give unto the united order, organized, agreeable to the commandments previously given, a revelation and commandment concerning my servant, Frederick G. Williams. Now, we've seen some revelations already about the united order. It's going to be about mercantile associations, printing offices in Zion, and so on. It's like, how do we run life in Zion? What are we supposed to do to provide for the saints in all kinds of temporal as well as spiritual ways? And again, there's this united order, the united firm it was originally called, that's going to be the movers and shakers to make all of that happen. Well, Frederick G. Williams was just called to the first presidency, or what will become the first presidency. Section 81 has some hints for him. Section 90, it's crystal clear. These are things you need to be doing in the first presidency. But as a new member of that council, he's now being invited into this council, the united firm. So it says, this is a revelation to them, but notice the word, okay? It's organized. It's agreeable to my commandment. It's revelation. Here's a commandment concerning my servant Frederick G. Williams, that ye shall receive him into the order. What I say unto one, I say unto all. So you're already part of this group, this wonderful select group of saints. How open are you to newcomers? Or is it like, no, you didn't make the first cut. We're the ones that are supposed to be running the church. We've been here for a while. I'm starting to think about the parable of the laborers in the vineyard. Oh, you came at a later hour. You don't deserve the same penny I do. But what are they told? Receive him. Let him in. Open the door and embrace this new member of the order. Now, verse 2 is then for Frederick. And this is the verse that I usually hear quoted in lessons on section 92. It says, again, I say unto my servant Frederick G. Williams, you shall be a lively member in this order. And inasmuch as you are faithful in keeping all former commandments, you shall be blessed forever. And the phrase of note there is lively member. Now, think about both of these coming together, because the member themselves have parts to play, right? There's something powerful about someone that joins the church and they're on fire and they are ready to be a lively member for the rest of their life. And put me to work, Bishop. I'm here. What do I do? My second mission president was in the bathroom right after being baptized. He's just changed his clothes. He's combing his hair. The elders quorum president walks in and says, "Welcome to the church. Will you teach elders quorum this Sunday?" And he's like, "Huh? I don't even know what elders quorum is yet." That's okay. You'll learn. And thus began a life of lively membership. Okay? There's something to be, and isn't it easy to receive people that are that lively? They just come raring to go, and it's like, wow, welcome to the kingdom. But here's the issue. Who are we asking to start here? If verse 1 is for the rest of us members, and verse 2 is for the new converts, are we doing our part in verse 1? Or just expecting them to do their part in verse 2? These two are mutually reinforcing, but somebody's got to start. And I wonder, yes, if they came in more lively, we'd probably be more open to receive them. But what if we just were more open to receive everyone and helped them become the lively members they see us being, hopefully, that they want to be themselves, hopefully. You understand? President Hinckley had said this repeatedly, that what's the point of baptizing these converts if they don't stay in the kingdom? This is not a numbers game. We're not trying to get more tally marks on the wall. We're trying to restore God's people to Him. And that's going to take a lot of receptiveness on our part. Clean up the kingdom, because the doors are meant to open to let all nations in. We're supposed to be strengthening our stakes and lengthening our cords, because it's an all-comers welcome. Read the sign outside the chapel. But can we be more receptive? I think nothing would devastate a missionary more than to be transferred and then to find out later that their convert, that possessive pronoun means something, their convert was never really integrated into the ward. That people kind of went on as business as usual. And instead of seeing this as a new member of the family, can we think about that analogy? Can you imagine? A new baby joins the family and all the rest of the siblings and the parents are like, okay, well, I wonder if this one will stick around. Hello. They can't stick around without the loving embrace of a family that is thrilled to have them as part. You understand? So yes, new converts, be as lively as you can be. The kingdom is better with you than it was before you. You have so much to contribute. Thank you for bringing your spiritual gifts in the door with you. But I'm talking to us members, those of us that have been here for a while. No matter how stable your ward has been all these years, and a new family moves in, new converts or not, may we receive people into the order. And in some ways, may we order our lives around this new relationship. It makes a bigger difference than either party probably realizes. But it's a matter of receiving.